Hey there, and welcome to the Innovative Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Isolde Trachtenberg, and I'm super happy that you're here. Today, I want to talk to you about mindset and mindfulness all at the same time. It's a challenging day for me because today I leave for Maryland to prepare to officiate the memorial celebration for one of my best friends who died suddenly a couple of weeks ago. Petra was... it's still hard for me to say was, I have to say. To me, she is. She's just somewhere else right now. She was creative, brilliant, an amazing writer, a terrific friend, adventurous, gregarious, talented, skillful, kind, generous, and most of all, loving to all around her. She was also snarky as all get out, I have to admit. And she was a brilliant person and a brilliant friend. And the reason I'm talking about this right now is because, as you might know, for Mindset Mindful Fridays, I am choosing cards from my Mindful Creative deck, and I am talking about how to apply what the card is to building those skills of mindfulness. And today I chose the card of childhood. And the card of childhood, and what I mean by that is the card itself depicts a couple of children, and they are in the backyard of their home, and they have bikes and skateboard and a picnic table with flowers on it, and they are having an adventure of their own mind, right? The stories they make up while playing in their backyard are the stuff of legend, right? They are amazing. Children are amazing at coming up with incredible adventures, and you don't need much besides like a roll of paper towel, the little cardboard roll of paper towel that can be your sword, and you grab a tablecloth, and that is your cape, and now you're a pirate. And those kinds of adventures don't need a lot of resources. You just need imagination. And to me, Petra typifies imagination. You should see some of the amazing things that she created. She's an incredible artist, and I'm in fact going to put. She edited my book, Speak From Within, all about if you're listening every Thursday, you can hear the book. I'm reading the entire book. It's going to be released as an audiobook after I'm done reading it. Week by week, every Thursday, I'm reading the entire book. So if you listen to that, you're sort of hearing some of Petra's edits. Amazing editor. Also an amazing artist. She drew the Three of Cups that was the original cover for my Today's Tarot app that I had for a while. And I'm going to put that cover in the show notes also because it's brilliant. Anyway, so she typified that kind of adventurous, creative spirit. She never turned away from an opportunity to create. She drew, she painted, she was amazing at crafts, and she was a knitter and was amazing at coming up with these elaborate headdresses for different events and things like that. Just incredible. And I use the word incredible a lot to describe her, but that's who she is. That's who she was. So when I think about childhood and mindset and mindfulness, I'm going to ask you to think about that for yourself. What is the mindset that you could be in to be in the frame of mind of a child, of that, I know what let's do. I know what's possible. That's kind of what I'm going to ask you to think about for the next little while. See if you can be in the mind of a child. See if you can find that within yourself. Make up stories. Go on play dates with friends to a playground or to a movie, like a rated G movie, or watch some of your favorite movies from when you were a kid, whenever that was. For me, it would be in the 1970s and the movies that I saw then. And it would have been incredible to be able to see those movies that I just loved when I was a kid be with the eyes of an adult, right? That generally hopeful notions and creative notions. I know I sound like an after-school special right now, but I'm really thinking about what are these notions that kids have And how amazing would it be if we encouraged kids in their notions when they make up a story, instead of going, oh, stop that, it's time for dinner. What if we joined them on their adventure? What if we as adults join them in drawing and doodling? What if we join them in being pirates or adventurers? What if we found that within ourselves and then really were present in the moment of doing that? Wouldn't that be incredible? What kind of game would you play if you knew no one would make fun of you, if you were just going to be able to be present and playing? So today I'm going to encourage you, as far as mindset and mindfulness, see if you can be in the playful mind of a child. See if you can have an adventure that you haven't had before. See if you can doodle and tell stories and bang on a pot with a wooden spoon, not piss off your neighbors too much. But see if you can actually find that within yourself, because I'm telling you, there is nothing like it. And it's going to change your mindset for the better. I promise you, it's going to change your mindset for the better. And if you do make up a story or do a drawing, I'd love to see it. Tag me if you decide to post any of this stuff, because I would love to see what you do. @IsoldaT is my Instagram and also my Twitter handle. I'd love to see it. I'd love to know what you do when you put yourself in the mind of a child. I think it'll be amazing. And I want to remind you about doodles. Doodle, doodle, doodle. It's Daily Doodles with IsoldaT is the hashtag. I'm asking you, if you want to join me to unleash that creative spark within yourself, download a free drawing app and do a daily doodle. I'm going to do one. I'm doing one already, actually, starting now. I'm starting tomorrow morning, I should say. I'm doing a daily doodle first thing in the morning. Whatever I come out with is going to be the daily doodle, and I'm going to post it on Instagram, because why not, right? Why not post that stuff and really up the creativity level daily, right? We can do this daily. We can up our creativity level daily by just sparking our minds first thing with a doodle. Don't take longer than like 30 seconds. Just see what comes out of you, and don't judge it. Just post it and be out of there. And I have a mission, and the mission is that we should all unleash our creativity without fear of scorn and scoffing by other people. I've been talking about this in the last few days a lot, and I want you to remember that being afraid, being afraid of being judged, that whole prejudgmental thing, it doesn't do you any good, and it certainly doesn't do any good to the person who's doing the judging. They usually are just afraid that they feel bad that they don't do it themselves. And instead, just judgment-free zone, make a doodle. Daily Doodles with IsoldaT is the hashtag. I would love to see what you do. All right, this is cool. I'm excited. By the way, this is yet another car episode of the podcast, because my studio is still in a construction zone. I don't know right now if it would be quieter there than it is here, because there's a plane flying overhead. There are people walking by talking. There's a guy working a jackhammer. It's wackadoo nuts. It's just what I have to do these daily shorter episodes for you, because they're using jackhammers literally next door to my studio. So no matter how much you soundproof, you cannot soundproof against jackhammers. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's outdoor episode. And if you have, I would love it if you'd review the show. Tell me what you're thinking about it. And I apologize again in advance for the next few months of episodes. They're going to be outside, and it's just what's going to be. All right. I hope that you've enjoyed today's episode. I am Isolde Trachtenberg, and I'm going to remind you that to innovate, you must be bold, be creative, and most of all, be kind. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. Please subscribe to the podcast if you're new. And if you like what you're hearing, please review it and rate it and let other people know. And if you'd like to be a sponsor of the show, I'd love to meet you on patreon.com/innovative mindset. I also have lots of exclusive goodies to share just with the show's supporters there. Today's episode was produced by Isolde Trachtenberg and is copyright 2021. As always, please remember this is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Past performance does not guarantee future results, although we can always hope. Until next time, keep living in your innovative mindset.